You felt it before, that strange sense that something about you was decided, long before you made your first choice, that some invisible hand tilted your temperament, your fears, your strengths before you ever had a name. You were told it's coincidence, biology, culture, random chance, but deep down, you've never fully believed that, because parts of you feel ancient, instinctive, almost scripted. Tonight, I want to speak directly to that feeling you've been carrying, the quiet suspicion that the timing of your arrival into this world mattered more than anyone admits, not in a mystical, horoscope sense, but in a psychological, philosophical, and deeply human way. Your birth month didn't predict your future, but it pressured you into becoming a certain kind of person. And once you see how, you won't unsee it. Think about this. You did not enter a neutral world. You were born into a specific season of human behavior, a rhythm of light and darkness, energy and withdrawal, expansion and survival. Long before modern psychology existed, ancient thinkers understood this. They didn't have brain scans, but they observed patterns, how people born into scarcity thought differently than those born into abundance, how those who arrived during harsh winters often developed endurance, introspection, and emotional depth, how those born during renewal carried restlessness, optimism, and dissatisfaction with stagnation. Plato once suggested that the soul absorbs its environment before it ever learns language. Not consciously, but structurally. You didn't choose your first environment, but it chose its first expectations of you. If you were born during a time of darkness, late autumn or winter, your nervous system likely learned early that the world is not immediately generous. Cold teaches patience. Short days teach reflection. Stillness teaches observation. Many people born in these months grow up feeling older than their age. You may have been called serious, quiet, or deep as a child. You learn how to sit with discomfort, how to wait, how to endure without applause. But here's the uncomfortable truth no one tells you. That same endurance can become emotional isolation. You may struggle to ask for help. You may carry the belief that love must be earned through strength. You may unconsciously test people to see if they'll stay when things get heavy. You don't do this because you're broken. You do it because your earliest imprint taught you that survival comes before expression. If you were born in spring, your imprint was different. Spring births arrive during promise, movement, unfinished beginnings. People born in these months often carry an internal pressure to become, to evolve, to escape whatever box they were placed in. You may feel restless, dissatisfied, impatient with slow progress. You sense potential everywhere, but rarely feel fully anchored. You are energized by possibility, but haunted by comparison. Here's the truth that may sting. You may mistake motion for meaning. Constant self-improvement can quietly mask a fear of stillness, of sitting with who you are instead of who you could be. You may chase identity rather than inhabit it, not because you're shallow, but because you were born into a world that whispered, more is coming. Don't stop. Summer births often arrive in abundance. Light is long. People are outward. Life is expressive. If this is you, you may have learned early that connection is currency, that being seen, liked, or valued socially matters. You may carry charisma, warmth, and emotional intelligence, but Also a subtle fear of invisibility, the uncomfortable truth you may fear being alone with yourself, not because you lack depth, but because your environment rewarded performance over solitude. When the noise fades, silence can feel unfamiliar, even threatening, and those born in transitional months between seasons often carry the heaviest psychological weight. You learned adaptation, early reading rooms, adjusting energy, becoming what the moment required. You may feel fragmented, like different versions of you exist depending on context, highly intuitive, but unsure who you are when no one is watching. This is not weakness, it is hyper-awareness, but it comes with a cost. Identity fatigue. Here's where philosophy steps, and Nietzsche warned that most people never become themselves. They merely react to their conditions. They confuse their conditioning for destiny. Your birth month shaped your default settings, but defaults are not commands. The danger isn't being shaped. The danger is never questioning the shape. Ask yourself this. Honestly, which parts of your personality feel automatic? Which fears feel older than your memories? Which patterns repeat no matter how much you work on yourself? Those are not personal failures, they are imprints, and awareness is the beginning of freedom. There's a reason this realization feels unsettling, because if your timing influenced you, then some of what you've blamed yourself for was never fully your fault, and some of what you've taken credit for was never fully random. That doesn't reduce your responsibility. It deepens it, because now you have a choice. You can continue living from the unconscious script written by timing, environment, and expectation, or you can do something far more difficult. You can rewrite it. Your birth month gave you tools, not chains. Depth without isolation, optimism without escape, charisma without dependency, adaptability without self-erasure. The moment you stop asking, what does my birth mean? And start asking, what am I doing with it? That's the moment your life actually begins, not when you were born, but when you became conscious of why you are the way you are, and chose finally to become more than that. Sit with that tonight, because the most powerful transformation doesn't come from discovering who you were meant to be. It comes from deciding who you refuse to remain.